Down to the single digits with just 9 days left until the election. We're breaking down some of the biggest local referendums on the ballot and how much they could cost you.
We created the greatest economy in the history of our country, and the other side was coming in.
You know that's not true.
It is totally true.
No.
And we're 12 hours away from the 60-minute showdown. A look at the already news-making episode airing tonight on WISC.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Good morning and happy Sunday, everyone. It's already October 25th, and you know what that means, Aaron? Or do you know what that means?
I do not.
2 months until Christmas.
2 months, all right. Yeah, that is accurate. I didn't really think about that.
Let's first get to Halloween.
Yeah, that's coming up.
We can't ignore the donuts in the room.
I'm getting a nice, really good whiff of those donuts right now.
Show people, I don't know which camera, but these are from Dunkin'. We have some.
Ones.
Yeah, this is pretty creative. They look like spiders. I don't want to touch them. You know, obviously, COVID protocols, and I know our team has been eyeing them all morning. But
we got the ghost pepper ones.
We have the ghost pepper ones.
Not sure.
We're gonna try them later in the show.
We'll see
first,
what happens.
Let's get things kicked off with your forecast. It's not looking too great for today.
Yeah, it's not going to be awful. The only thing we have to worry about is some rain and snow showers developing this afternoon. It's not going to cause a lot of problems because they are going to be on the light side, and any snow showers that do fall, our temperatures are going to be above freezing, so it's all really going to melt. Right now on Doppler radar, we are seeing clear conditions in southern Wisconsin. To the north and west, north of La Crosse, up around Eau Claire, just east of the Twin Cities, there is some light snow falling, and back to the west, we have a lot more snow into parts of South Dakota, into Nebraska and western Iowa. Eventually, some of this is going to be drifting into southern Wisconsin for the afternoon. Now, our temperatures starting off into the upper 20s and lower 30s, and today, not really going to warm up much at all. We're sitting at, again, into the middle 30s right now. About 31 degrees, though, in Madison, the wind 9 miles per hour, and going through today, temperatures only up into the 30s basically all day today with some snow showers, so get ready for it. It's going to be feeling a little bit more like winter time for the next couple of days.
It really is. Mother Nature didn't get the memo. People always say they love Wisconsin because of the 4 seasons, and we definitely
get them all. Yeah,
we get them all in a week.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not super original. Neither of us came up with that, but thank you, Aaron. We have now entered the single digits in the countdown to Election Day. There are just 9 days to go, and there are several voting deadlines coming up this week. If you're planning to vote early, you'll have to do so before next Sunday, November 1st. If you still need to request an absentee ballot, that deadline is this Thursday, October 29th. The deadline has already passed to mail in your ballot, but there are several other options. You can hand deliver it at your local clerk's office, drop it off in an official drop box, or vote early in person. You can also vote at the polls on Election Day. In addition to the big top of the ticket race, there are other ways your vote will help make a difference, especially here on the local level. The first referendum question on the ballot asks for $33 million to help the Madison Metropolitan School District cover operating costs for 4 years. Before COVID, the district was bracing for an estimated $30 million budget gap over the next 3 years. Now, because of pandemic-related budget cuts, the district will lose an additional $18 million this fall. Here's what that could mean. Teachers would lose their jobs, sports, arts, music, science, and tech programs would be cut, and students would miss out on participating in the STEM Academy, a college prep program.
I definitely would not be where I am today personally. Like I've grown a lot over doing this program and stuff. I've learned a lot about myself and how I learn.
If the referendum doesn't pass, we will have to make some very, very tough choices as to what we're going to have to do.
Dr. Jenkins also says if the referendum fails, it will be hard to retain and recruit quality teachers of color. This referendum would increase property taxes by an average of $328 by the 4th year. Meanwhile, President Trump is making at least 2 more visits to Wisconsin before Election Day. Fresh off his rally in Waukesha overnight, the Trump campaign says the president will be holding another rally Tuesday at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway in West Salem. Doors for the event open at 1 p.m. and the president is expected at 4. We are now just about 12 hours away from an all-new 60 Minutes airing here on WISC. Tonight's episode features an already news-making interview with President Trump.
We created the greatest economy in the history of our country, and the other side was coming in.
You know that's not true.
It is totally true.
No.
Virtually every number was the best. We had the best economy ever. And what was happening is things were coming together.
Well, I asked you, what's the priority? I mean, those are all the good things. What do you have to
priority now
solve?
is to get back to normal.
President Trump ended up walking out of that interview with Leslie Stahl after 45 minutes. You can watch the rest of their conversation up to the walkout tonight on at 6:30. To coronavirus headlines this morning, we are heading into a new week with cases still surging here in Wisconsin. The New York Times says 7 out of the 10 worst outbreaks are happening in our state. The Oshkosh and Neenah area is the highest on the list for Wisconsin and the 3rd hardest hit metro area in the country. Sheboygan and Appleton round out the top 5. Wausau, Beaver Dam, Manawak, and Fond du Lac take 4 of the next 5 spots. The metros are listed by the greatest number of new cases relative to their population in the last 2 weeks. Here in Dane County, more than 100 people are in hospital COVID units right now for the first time since the pandemic started. About 1/3 of those patients are in intensive care. 5 are children. Troubling coronavirus trends aren't specific to Wisconsin, though. In the past 2 weeks, almost all states have seen hospitalizations increase, and experts say it's just going to get worse. The FDA warns the U.S. is a week away from seeing a rapid acceleration in cases. In Wisconsin, the state fairgrounds in West Allis are ready to accept and treat new patients. The alternate care site now has the green light to administer remdesivir, which doctors there are calling a game changer. It's the same drug that doctors used to treat President Trump. But officials with the Wisconsin Hospital Association are still having trouble finding patients willing to receive treatment at the fairgrounds. They say that's because this model of care is so new.
None of us have been through a pandemic. And presenting the option of going to an alternate care facility to a patient is a brand new patient care model. It's not their neighborhood hospital that they're used to going to.
The entire facility is staffed with licensed healthcare professionals. With Halloween less than a week away, Madison's mayor is stressing the importance of staying home to stay safe.
Our numbers here in Madison and Dane County are very concerning in terms of the number of COVID-19 cases, and that much of what we're seeing in terms of the pattern of cases is related to people gathering in ways that they should not.
This week, Dane County recorded an average of 150 new COVID cases per day. In addition to staying home whenever possible, a new study shows wearing masks could save thousands of lives. According to the University of Washington, as of September 21st, only about 49% of U.S. residents reported always wearing a mask while in public. The study suggests that if the number of mask wearers went up to 95%, more than 100,000 lives could be saved by February. So this might sound a little odd, but there might just be a connection between stopping the spread of COVID-19 and Swiss cheese. There's a new image going around from the Cleveland Clinic that compares the two. My parents asked me last night if this is actually true. Relying on one thing, like a single mask to protect yourselves from COVID-19, has holes, like Swiss cheese. But local health experts say when you combine multiple layers of protection, like several slices of cheese, the holes get covered up and your risk goes down.
Everyone can relate to the food of our people. Talking about infection prevention and reducing the spread of COVID, we've been on this subject for months, and it can be a little tiring and a little exhausting. So it's a little refreshing to come up with new ways to explain older messages.
Again, doctors stress multiple strategies are the key here to providing stronger protection against COVID-19 exposure. Are you looking to do something good this week? The American Red Cross is looking for more blood donors to help people fighting the virus. Students who have recently recovered from COVID-19 are especially encouraged to donate at the Badgers Give Back blood drive this Thursday. That's because their blood contains antibodies that were produced to fight the virus.
They see that there's about 3,000 people on campus with who have recovered from COVID-19 and are able to donate plasma and pay it forward, if they will. And they have banded together and come up with this idea, which is a tremendous idea to help the community.
There are people who
have the virus worse than I did and need the treatment from the antibodies and the plasma, and it's just an awesome opportunity to give back to the community and help those in need.
The drive is happening Tuesday through Thursday at the new Nick Recreation Center on campus from 11 until 6 p.m. It's a big day for Wisconsin football fans as the Packers take on J.J. Watt and the Texans, why Coach LaFleur says the former Badger could wreck the game for his team. And as we head to break, here's a live look outside over the Capitol on the still very, very dark morning. Aaron is tracking several chances for rain, snow, and a whole lot more cold in his workweek forecast next.
How urban voters could help sway the outcome in Wisconsin, Monday at 10.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regular $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
Go Anywhere pillow is really comfortable, so that's what I really like. It's nice and supportive and it's nice and small.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep. I'm able to go to bed and just get rest.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper. It's just like a firm cloud.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows regular $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Here's how my plan works. Anyone making less than $400,000 a year won't pay a penny more. But I'm going to ask the very big corporations to pay their fair share. We're going to invest in creating millions of good-paying jobs. We're going to ease the burden of the major costs in your life. Healthcare. We're going to protect Social Security, increase the benefits for millions of seniors. When I announced I was running, I said that's the reason, to rebuild the backbone of this country. Hard-working folks in the middle class. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
So if you're a Packers fan and a Badgers fan, today might be a little tough for you. Green Bay is playing in Houston, getting ready to take on J.J. Watt and the Texans. Now, the former Badger isn't off to the best start like his younger brother T.J. is with the Steelers, but he's still J.J. Watt, and he's still causing problems for opposing head coaches. Just ask Matt LaFleur.
I see a big, explosive, disruptive player that, if given the opportunity, will wreck the game. And, you know, there's a reason he's won the defensive MVP before, because he's a damn good player. He's one of the premier players in this league.
Kickoff is at noon. Elsewhere in the division, the Minnesota Vikings are in their bye week, and some fans are using the break to call for change. With the team currently in last in the NFC North with a 1-5 record, some fans have made yard signs asking for a new quarterback. Current QB Kirk Cousins threw 3 interceptions in the first half of last week's game, which sparked this Bench Kirk Cousins campaign in a North Dakota man's front yard. Not to crush this guy's dreams, but Cousins is currently signed to Minnesota through 2022 as part of a $66 million contract extension. And for Badger fans still riding high after the team's first game and win of the season, how about a bobblehead of JT riding a Badger? The Bobblehead Hall of Fame is out with this limited edition bobblehead featuring former Badger Jonathan Taylor on a Badger. It's an updated take on an older bobblehead they have featuring J.J. Watt doing the same. The bobblehead helps honor both the kickoff to the 2020 season and Taylor's career with the Badgers, which included back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons before he was drafted by the Indianapolis Colts. We're lucky to still have them here in the Midwest.
Oh, definitely.
Now let's get a check of our forecast with meteorologist Aaron White. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, we're tracking some rain and snow showers that's going to be building in for today. So get ready for it, as we will see that actually continuing for tonight into tomorrow as well. Only minor accumulations are expected, and gotta say, temperatures are going to be above freezing, so even if that snow is falling, it's really going to be hard for it to actually stick on the ground, mostly on the grass, if anything at all. Right now, we're at 31 degrees, north wind at 9 miles per hour, so we are below freezing, but temperatures will start to warm up through the day into the upper 30s. Eventually, we'll see those snow showers building in later on this afternoon. Today's high topping out right around 38, so really not warming up much at all from where we are this morning. Most of the areas into the upper 20s and lower 30s, middle 30s in Janesville at 34, 34 in Bosqueville, 29 though for the Dells, and we are 29 degrees in Camp Douglas. Doppler radar is dry this morning, but to the north and west, we do have some flurries flying just to the near Minneapolis and over towards Eau Claire. More snow out to the west into parts of South Dakota, into Nebraska. A little bit more moderate snow flying out that way. Eventually, some of this is going to start to build in going into the day today across southern Wisconsin. Meanwhile, out to the west, they have those advisories in effect. Winter weather advisories around Sioux Falls, winter storm warnings there in pink for more heavier snowfall, and also parts of Colorado going to be seeing that snow as well. So here's how it plays out on future tracks. Starting here this morning, mainly cloudy. We'll see our temperatures warming up into the 30s, middle to upper 30s by midday around noontime. Look at what's happening out to the west, though. We're starting to see some of that light snow moving in. That's going to continue going into the afternoon, so here we are right around 4 o'clock. May see some light snow showers around Madison, Lone Rock, Boscobel, over towards Watertown. And I think there's going to be more chances for just kind of some scattered light snow showers, maybe some rain showers as well. And that's going to continue through tonight into Sunday morning, or Monday morning, I should say, eventually tapering off. So overall for snow amounts, they are going to be on the light side, generally under an inch, and like I mentioned, our temperature is above freezing, so anything that does fall basically is going to be melting through the day today. So here's a look at our forecast. We'll see that high near 38. 30 degrees for tonight. Light snow showers will continue, and then our extended forecast showing a high of around 38 on Monday. Snow showers will be ending 38 on Tuesday, a little bit drier, and then we do start to warm up as we head towards the end of the work week. Back into the 40s and looking at a high near 50 on Halloween. So we get through this weekend, and tomorrow we are looking a little bit better for next weekend.
Thank you so much, Aaron. Speaking of Halloween, from a scare to a smile, it is 6:48 this morning, and it is time for some good news. Next, you'll meet the Madison students making meals to make sure everyone has a happy Thanksgiving. And the story behind this proposal, which you can honestly say swept one Wisconsin woman off her feet. I'll show it the full thing right after this.
Dun, dun, dun. Come make a whisk and make them bounce. Pride on your lips, come make that sound. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. You gotta work it, work it, work it, work it, work it.
Ready to Juvederm it? Correct age-related volume loss in cheeks with Juvederm Voluma XC. Add fullness to lips with Juvederm Ultra XC. And smooth moderate to severe lines around the nose and mouth with Juvederm XC. Tell your doctor if you have a history of scarring or are taking medicines that decrease the body's immune response or that can prolong bleeding. Common side effects include injection site redness, swelling, pain, tenderness, firmness, lumps, bumps, bruising, discoloration, or itching. As with all fillers, there is a rare risk of unintentional injection into a blood vessel, which can cause vision abnormalities, blindness, stroke, temporary scabs, or scarring. Juvederm. Talk to your doctor about the Juvederm collection of fillers.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
This election is about building this country back better. And that's what Joe and I will do. We'll create millions of jobs, bring back critical supply chains so the future is made in America. Build on the Affordable Care Act. Offer caregivers the dignity, the respect, and the pay they deserve. We have a chance to choose a better future for our country.
Because of this, we built Escape with Ford Copilot 360. Because of this, we built Ford Edge with intelligent all-wheel drive. Because of this, we built Ford EcoSport to give you traction when and where you need it. And because Ford SUVs are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Choose FlexBuy and get Escape with 0 for 66 financing, plus $1,500 cash and $1,000 retail trade assist.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-451-3571 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
This election season, News 3 Now has been your source for the facts about the 2020 vote. We've shown you how to request and track your ballot. We put the race in perspective, discovering where the candidates need to deliver to win in Wisconsin. It all leads to Election Day, where you can expect more facts, more in-depth analysis, more reporters gathering new details, more experts answering your questions, all led by a team you can trust. The News 3 Now team is ready for an election like no other.
Welcome back. Thanksgiving is 1 week from tomorrow, and a group of Madison students are already cooking up a storm. Students in Madison College's culinary program are preparing 90 turkeys, 1,000 pounds of potatoes, and 50 gallons of gravy to feed people in need. They'll donate prepared meals to the River Food Pantry for its Thanksgiving dinner. This is the 14th year in a row Madison College students are sharing their time and talents with their community. It's a lesson they won't find in any textbook.
As people that work in the food and beverage industry, we're connected to the community in so many different levels. And so this is our way of giving back.
Johnson says they'll freeze the meals so they're ready for families in need to drive up to the pantry and take them home on Thanksgiving Day. This next story makes you proud to be a Badger, or at least to live around them. This year, a record number of students will pay absolutely nothing to attend the UW-Madison. It's part of the Bucky's Tuition Promise program. Freshmen who live in Wisconsin are eligible for 4 years of free tuition if their family's annual income is less than $60,000. That's roughly the state's median family income. This year, 923 students will benefit from the program, now in its third year. A new art project spanning the length of a wall is getting attention this weekend here in town. Written on it are words like freedom, equality, and change. It's part of a project the YWCA hopes will turn those words into action. Our Jamie Perez shows us how we can help make that happen.
The scraping of chalk now breaks the silence behind the Urban League on South Park Street.
The idea is to be able to express Black thought freely in a sacred space.
That sacred space was blessed during a ceremony on Monday, calling to mind the suffering of Black people past and present. It's a sanctuary for Black people and their thoughts.
What does it mean to center Blackness, and what does it mean to center Blackness here in Madison?
What started as a project in Oakland, California.
Really a space for folks to witness, honor, and protect.
Now has a home on Madison's South Side.
It's intentional that we did it in South Madison, too. Sort of the Black community has been forced out of this neighborhood because we can no longer afford to live here. And so really being intentional about sort of reclaiming the space, reclaiming this community.
This project, called the Black Thought Wall, is intended to spark conversations about race that are long overdue.
Ready for a change. We're all ready to get to this, hopefully, place of freedom and true freedom and what that looks like.
Several local organizations, including the YWCA, teamed up to build this wall, a sanctuary where Black people can express, reflect, and share their lived experiences in hopes that other members of this community will listen and act with intent, with the purpose to heal.
Even though it's specific to the Black community in terms of writing our thoughts, it's really a call to the entire community to really self-examine ourselves.
Vanessa McDowell, the CEO of the YWCA, says understanding the complexity of the Black experience is pivotal to creating true equality, freedom, and love.
Our very lives are in danger, and we're in need of protection, you know? And so we're asking that this community comes together to protect, witness, and honor us as Black people.
The people who have written their own thoughts on the wall hope this new project will also help write a better future for all.
These preconceived notions of what a Black person already is, or how a person is supposed, how a Black man is supposed to act in the community. I feel like if people take the time out to actually understand the person, we will be farther than where we're at right now.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
You can find the wall behind the Urban League on Park Street next to Planned Parenthood. It's scheduled to be up for the next year. And a reminder, only Black members of the Black community are asked to write on it, but anyone is welcome to read its messages. And finally, you have to take a look at this. Some might call this a fail, but we think it's safe to say this couple was just swept off their feet. Let's watch it again. Colton Brownlee is popping the question to Julie Palmer on Lake Como here in Wisconsin. She says yes, goes in for the hug and kiss, and then accidentally hits the throttle, and away they go. Don't worry, no one was hurt, and Colton even held on to the ring. Wishing that happy couple smoother sailing when it comes to their marriage. Stay with us. A full hour of local news is just ahead.
The Lexus ES. Every curve, every innovation, every feeling. A product of mastery.
Lease the 2020 ES 350 for $359 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Attention, fellow seniors. This election will determine your Medicare benefits. Under President Trump, Medicare premiums in Wisconsin have gone down 21%. But with the Biden-Harris healthcare plan, Medicare will change. Private insurance eliminated. Hospitals closed. You could even lose your doctor. Protect your Medicare coverage. Vote for President Trump. Learn more at seniorsbeware.com.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
The ups and downs of frequent mood swings can take you to deep depressive lows, or give you unusually high energy, even when depressed. Overwhelmed by bipolar 1? Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis